Where is U.S. gold stored? The answer coming up. Have you ever wondered, where is U.S. gold stored? How much gold is in the U.S. Reserve? We've all heard about the precious metals this country has hoarded over the years, and we know it's not tucked away in Scrooge McDuck's vault. From clandestine bunkers to military fortresses, the journey of America's gold reserves is an interesting one. Today, we pull back the curtain on one of the nation's best-kept secrets and find out where America's gold is stored. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. A quick note for American investors. Due to high inflation rates and experts predicting massive growth in the prices of gold and silver, this year might be the perfect time to diversify your portfolio with these assets. That's why we've recently teamed up with Goldco, the leading gold IRA company in the United States. Not only will they help you diversify with precious metals 100% tax and penalty-free, but as a subscriber of this channel, you can get up to $10,000 in free silver on qualified purchases. This offer is exclusive to new customers and is available for a limited time only, so act fast and claim your offer today. Check that first link in the description box below for further details. Now, back to the topic at hand. Fort Knox, the iconic gold repository. This is the legendary vault that's become a byword for you ain't getting in here. But how does this place become the iconic storage of yellow metal? What is so special about Fort Knox? Imagine you're living through the Great Depression, times are tough, money's tight, but amidst all that chaos, a genius idea pops up to build an unbreachable fortress to keep the country's gold reserves. By 1936, Fort Knox stood tall and became the superhero of gold storage. And when we say Fort Knox is secure, we're not just talking about a big lock and key. Think massive granite walls, techie gadgets, and guards who probably know 101 ways to stop you in your tracks. In fact, it's going to be hard for anyone to break into this facility. It's a maze of high-tech alarms and old-school security smarts. Now, it has its share of urban legends. Is the gold even there? Is gold still stored at Fort Knox? Despite all the whispers and wild theories, regular checkups and audits have always given it a clean bill of health. Diving deep into Fort Knox's story, we find more than just bars of gold. We see a symbol of America's grit and determination to keep things steady even when the world's getting a little wobbly. It's like that trusty old anchor keeping the ship safe amidst stormy seas. Now, of course, with the vast amount of gold the U.S. possesses, it's not surprising that other repositories are safeguarding this precious metal. Here are other U.S. gold storage locations beyond Fort Knox that hold America's shiny yellow metal. West Point Bullion Depository. Ever heard of this location? Meet Fort Knox's sibling, the West Point Bullion Depository, the Silent Protector. Born in 1937 and tucked away near the U.S. Military Academy in New York, this place plays its own crucial part in guarding gold and making sure our economy's got a safe net. While it may not grab headlines like Fort Knox, it has the same top-tier security vibes and holds a chunk of the nation's gold. The goal? Spread out the gold to keep it safe and accessible. The Denver Mint. This place is the goldsmith of the Rockies. This is where raw gold gets a glow-up and turns into shiny coins and bars. Since 1906, Denver Mint has been in the business of turning gold into cold, hard cash. And it's not just about making coins, they've got vaults too. So while they're spinning gold into coins, they're also looking after some of the yellow metal stashes, making them a key player in Team Gold. Speaking of which, let's have a look at how much gold is in the U.S. Reserve shared by the U.S. Mint government website. We can see that as of January 2023, Fort Knox holds the spotlight with close to 148 million ounces of gold. West Point provides the steady backup with close to 55 million ounces, and Denver Mint is not too far behind the West Point one with close to 44 million ounces of mint-held gold. When it comes to the U.S. gold reserves, each of these spots has its role, making sure that America's yellow precious metal game is not just safe, but also on point. The USA's vaults and international storage. Did you know that some countries store their gold in U.S. vaults? It might seem odd at first, but dive a little deeper and it starts making a whole lot of sense. The U.S. storage spot's a global gold club. Countries around the globe aren't just throwing their gold in U.S. vaults on a whim, they're doing it because they trust the U.S. to keep it safe. The U.S. storage facilities are seen as the VIP lounges of gold storage. With top-tier security, solid infrastructure, and a rep for being super stable, it's no wonder other nations want in on the action. So the US isn't just looking after its own shiny stash, it's also holding on to a good chunk of the world's too. Checks, balances, and gold bars. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility, as when you're babysitting gold for other countries, you've got to be on your A game. That's why the US Treasury is all about regular check-ins, aka audits. This isn't just about keeping tabs, it's about building trust, not just at home, but around the world. Now, it's not just the Treasury that's in on the action. Everyone, from Joe Public to Congress, has a say. Debates, discussions, and a whole lot of oversight ensure that everything's above board. That kind of openness is crucial. It gives everyone, from Main Street to foreign capitals, the confidence that the gold game is being played straight. Gold, power, and the global dance. But let's pull back a bit and look at the bigger picture. When countries store their gold in the US, it's not just about safety, it's about connection. It's a reminder that we're all in this global economy together. As the world turns and economies shift, the US gold reserves become this cool mix of finance and diplomacy. It's a connector, a bridge, and a key player in the global game of trust and strategy. However, it's important to note that lately we do see a shift in global power, especially with the US dollar losing its position and the BRICS countries trying to introduce a new currency backed by gold. By the way, if you're interested in gold and politics-related videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel because that's one of the topics we cover here. So now you know where most of America's gold is located. Fort Knox, the West Point Bullion Depository, and Denver Mint are the facilities that hold all of this yellow precious metal. Moreover, these depositories are also a global trust exercise because countries trust each other enough to allow one country to hold their stash of gold. Now over to you. Are you familiar with gold depositories in the United States? And do you have anything else to add to this topic? I'd love to hear from you, so please do share your thoughts.